Okay, is the screen visible?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, as I said, we have one last exercise remaining in unit number 1. We'll finish that. The last exercise which was remaining in unit number 1 was the listening exercise that we have. The name of the exercise is Everyone Calls Me Bill. Here you have to listen to conversations basically, namely 3 conversations we can say, and you have to complete the information about each person which is given. Okay? So you just have to fill in the chart which is given. They'll be talking about all the information. Now they will be spelling out as well. So make sure you note it properly. Okay?
Yes.
6. Exercise 10. Listening. Everyone calls me Bill. Listen to the conversations. Complete the information about each person. 1.
Bill, this is my friend Amber. She studies history too.
Hi, Amber. I'm William Davis, but everyone calls me Bill.
Nice to meet you, Bill. What's your last name again?
It's Davis. D-A-V-I-S.
And where are you from, Bill?
I'm originally from Chicago. My parents have a house there.
Cool. And do you like studying history?
Yes, I do. I think it's really exciting.
2.
Okay, Ms. Ortiz. Let me just check this information. Is your first name Josephine?
Actually, it's Josephina. It's spelled Josefina.
Okay, thanks. And you're from Costa Rica, right?
Oh, no, I'm not from Costa Rica. I'm from Mexico.
Oh, sorry. Mexico. But you are studying English.
Actually, I'm not. I'm a business student.
Business. Okay, got it.
3.
Excuse me, are you Jun Young Park?
Yes, I am.
Is your brother Min Soo Park?
Yes, he is.
Tell me, is Min Soo still here at the university?
No, he's not. He's at home in South Korea.
Oh, he's in South Korea. Is he in school there?
Yeah, he's studying math at Seoul University.
Okay. Did you get all the answers?
Last one we missed.
Last one thoda sa at Seoul
I
University.
missed first one. I
You missed
missed
first one.
first.
Okay. Should I replay the audio?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that.
6. Exercise 10. Listening. Everyone calls me Bill. Listen to the conversations. Complete the information about each person. 1.
Bill, this is my friend Amber. She studies history too.
Hi, Amber. I'm William Davis, but everyone calls me Bill.
Nice to meet you, Bill. What's your last name again?
It's Davis. D-A-V-I-S.
And where are you from, Bill?
I'm originally from Chicago. My parents have a house there.
Cool. And do you like studying history?
Yes, I do. I think it's really exciting.
Okay.
2.
Okay. Cross check your answers quickly. For the first one, it will be William Davis.
William Davis.
Davis
He is
from
from Chicago. And what does he study?
History.
History.
History. Very good. Second one?
Josephina
Josephina.
Ortiz from Mexico. She is
Correct.
Studying business student.
She's a business student. So she's studying business, we can say. Check the
Yes.
spellings over here, okay? Last one.
Yes. Minsu.
Minsu
Park.
Park from south of
He's from
Korea.
South Korea. His
His
last name is Park, and he studies math in
Yeah, maths.
Seoul University.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, very good. All of you got the answers correct, right? Even the spellings were correct, right?
No.
Yes, yes.
Okay, great. Now let's move to our unit number 2. Just give me 1 second. Now, as I said, we'll be starting with unit number 2 today. The name of the unit is what do you do? What do you do? ये question हम कब पूछते हैं? When we want to know someone's profession. Correct?
Okay.
That's when we
Yeah.
ask the question, what do you do? Now, 1 second. Yeah, in this particular unit, we will be talking about mainly jobs and routines, and we'll also see how to talk about our daily schedules. Okay, and mainly here we will talk about occupations, and along with that, we will be focusing on simple present tense over here. So, we will be starting with our first tense in this unit, that is our simple present tense. Okay, and in the second part of the unit, we will also see how to talk about time expressions, that is our prepositions of time. ओके वी विल सी दैट ऑल्सो कि वो कैसे यूज होते हैं एंड कब यूज होते हैं एंड व्हाट आर द रूल्स फॉर देम क्लियर
Yes.
okay so let's get started now the first exercise that we have over here is the 6 popular part-time jobs that students take up in the United States usually. Okay, now as I said, we are talking about part-time jobs that students take up. Now, in our country, it's not very famous, but in foreign country, as soon as the students enter the university, that is college जो हम बोलते हैं, first year, second year,
Yes.
third year, graduation के लिए, they start doing part-time jobs. Okay, as I said, it's not very common in India, but it is kind of compulsory, we can say, in foreign countries. Even if the students are from a well-off family, they still take up a part-time job, and if they are not from a good family, then of course they take up the part-time job to support their college fees, right? But
Right.
अगर वो है भी अच्छे family से, they take it up just for extra income and to get that exposure as well. Now most of the times when they take up the part-time jobs, it could not be pertaining to their career. Okay, for example, वो बनना चाहती है से इंजीनियर बट शी इज डूइंग अ बेबी सिटिंग जॉब सो इट्स नॉट नेसेसरी दैट दे आर डूइंग समथिंग विच इज related to their career
Yes.
which they will be
Question.
taking up after graduation. It's not really necessary. Most of the times they do daily wages jobs. Okay, now some of the jobs are given on the screen. I want Vishal ji to read the first three and Shilpa ji to read the last three.
Yes.
Give it a read quickly, loudly.
Babysitter, then the fitness instructor, and then office assistant.
Okay, next.
Sales associate, social media assistant, and tutor.
Very good. Now, which what are these jobs? You guys might already know most of the jobs, right?
Right.
Yes.
Babysitter, the person who takes care of babies. Then we have fitness instructor, we have office assistant. Now we have sales associate. Now when we are talking about sales associate, we are talking about the person who is working in जो हम retail का job बोलते हैं ना, basically who is working in shops and helping the customers mainly, that kind of sales associate we're talking about. Okay, and then we have social media assistant, and then we have tutor job तो of course हमें सबको पता है. Clear?
Yes.
Now you have to tell me which jobs are easy and which jobs are difficult according to you, and of course which jobs are exciting and boring according to you, and why. Who wants to answer first?
Social media assistant. I think the student will like more about because nowadays social media is quite everyone is using, and many people are interested in social media. So and on the daily basis we are using social media. So I think student will like mostly social media kind of job.
Okay.
And fitness instructor also, because nowadays everyone is health conscious, and
Okay.
so they will learn something new, and they can gain knowledge from this field like fitness instructor. I think so.
Okay. Vishalji, what about you? What do you think?
Mm, For me, babysitter job is very difficult because yes, handling and uh, we have to means it's very difficult job for me, especially for taking care of babies or child.
Mm-hmm.
And for most interesting, if I talk about, then I have the fitness instructor, which is common, but still uh, found this is very interesting for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Mm.
agree too. Babysitting is quite difficult.
Okay,
Yeah.
and what about exciting and boring?
Uh, for boring is think tutor job is very boring
Tutor?
for me. Yeah.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
And the
I
sales,
disagree.
yeah.
I think office assistant job
Yes,
is good.
this one also boring because if no one have to talk or we have to sit there for a longer time maybe. So
Mm-hmm.
this office assistant might be boring as well.
Okay. Now, what do you think? Are these jobs good for students?
Yes, they are.
Okay. What do you think, Shilpa?
Yes, these are like interested like they
Mm-hmm.
will get experience and in college days at this age they will get to know many different kind of fields and different experiences like babysitting. So in that age they might know how to stay calm and to
Mm-hmm.
like adjust with baby or different kind of environment.
Okay. Now, what are some other jobs that students can take up?
Other than this,
Yeah, other than
Like
these.
others in warehouse worker, they can start in pizza shop,
Okay.
as a restaurant, as a waitress or waiter.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
they can work in IT industry, they can work in hotel
We are
management
talking
or
about jobs which are for students. So उनके पास डिग्री नहीं है, उनके
yes,
पास कोई
yes.
टाइप का सर्टिफिकेट नहीं है, उनके पास कोई टाइप का
okay,
लाइसेंस
okay.
नहीं है. Remember that. And it needs to be experience भी नहीं है. So it needs to be an easy job that they can take up. जहाँ पर they don't need to know anything already as such.
They
So
can
that's
work
why we
as
have
a
to think about it.
shopkeeping job or they can sell products uh, as in marketing industry.
Okay.
Mm. They can work on vehicle garage or if they have knowledge in that field.
Okay. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving to the क्या हो गया मेरा arrow क्यों work क्यों नहीं कर रहा है? Okay. Moving to the next part that we have here, we have an easy vocabulary exercise. I want you guys to take a screenshot of this. You will do this for homework. Here, you just have to put the jobs which are given on the left hand side in the correct category. Okay,
Okay.
categories कौन से है? Office work, food service, travel industry, and entertainment business. So you just need to put these jobs in the categories, and you need to add some more jobs in these categories. Okay. Now, only thing that you need to remember the pronunciation of this word. What is the pronunciation of this word?
Safe,
It's
safe.
Chef,
chef. It's chef. It's not
chef.
chef. Okay. च नहीं आएगा, श आएगा, chef. So you need to remember that. ठीक है? बाकी
Nice.
सारे तो easy है.
Hmm.
Next, over here we have a speaking exercise. Okay. In this speaking exercise, what do you guys have to do is, I'll give you 5 minutes to prepare for it. What do you have to do is you have to give the definition of the job and the others have to guess which job you are talking about. ठीक आहे यहाँ पर क्या करना आहे जसं मी सांगितलं तुम्हाला फक्त डेफिनेशन द्यायचं की त्या जॉबमध्ये तो पर्सन काय करतो जॉबचं नाव नाही घ्यायचंय ठीक आहे अँड दी अदर्स हॅव टू गेस की कोणत्या जॉब बद्दल बोलताय तुम्ही क्लिअर
Okay.
Yeah.
नाव डेफिनेशन जेव्हा तुम्ही देताय थोडंसं मोठं डेफिनेशन ट्राय करा, एकदम छोटं छोटं नका देऊ, ठीक आहे? बिकॉज वी आर ट्राइंग टू फोकस ऑन हाऊ टू मेक द सेंटेन्सेस, बिकॉज दॅट्स व्हॉट वी विल बी लुकिंग ॲट आफ्टर दिस पार्ट. क्लिअर? So I'll give you 5 minutes to prepare. Each one has to prepare at least five definitions. ठीक है? At least बोला मैंने, उससे ज़्यादा कर सकते हो आप.
It's done.
That,
Done?
yeah.
Okay. Who wants to start?
Can I start?
Sure.
Okay. So, okay. First, he can make your house furniture like wooden cupboards, kitchen trolleys,
Carpenter.
tables.
Carpenter.
Okay. Now instead of can, remove the can. And how will you make the sentence?
He will make.
फक्त रिमूव्ह कॅन म्हटलं मी, बाकी ऍड करायला सांगितलं का मी काही
He
नाही.
makes wooden furniture. He makes.
व्हेरी गुड, करेक्ट आहे. ओके, नेक्स्ट.
Next.
नाव सेम वे, कॅन वगैरे काही नाही यूज करायचं, फक्त वर्ब यूज करायचा आहे बस.
She takes care of patients.
Nurse.
She give.
ओके, लेट अस फिनिश. फास्टेस्ट फिंगर फर्स्ट नाही आहे. ओके, या.
Then He or she gives advice to people in legal matters. Uh, uh, they bring justice to the world.
Lawyer.
Then
Mm-hmm.
he or she gives information about the latest news around the world uh, to us through the media.
Reporter.
That's it.
That's it. 5
No.
म्हटले होते मी 3च झाले.
1, 2, 3, 4. No, 5. Carpenter, cook, nurse, lawyer, and reporter.
ओके. कुकचं नाही म्हटले तुम्ही.
Okay, I think
Yeah,
I
you
missed.
skipped, I guess.
Okay. She makes lunch, breakfast, and dinner.
He or
Uh,
she.
we,
He or she.
sorry?
That
Come.
he or she. That job is not only for females.
Yeah,
He
okay.
or
He or
she. Yeah.
yes. Yeah. He or she makes dinner, lunch, and breakfast for us. Uh, Nowadays, everyone is working, so we are mostly dependent on them,
Services. Their
Cook.
services, you can say.
on their services.
Okay. Cook.
Very good. Vishalji, now
Yes.
you can tell
Yeah.
the definition.
The person who sold pizza to their customer.
Salesperson.
Uh, it's actually
Mm-hmm.
pizza vendor.
Pizza vendor. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Uh, a person who repair the car if anything if car is breakdown.
Mechanic.
Right. Yes. A person who drove the car to reach the
Who
people
drives?
from
Who drives?
who drives the car to reach out the people from one destination to another destination.
Taxi driver.
Uh, a person who available when there is a fire exists at emergency situation.
I think security. No, firefighter.
Right. Mm, a person who take care of their patients.
Nurse or doctor.
Yes, nurse. Yeah. Nurse.
Nurse takes care of the patient. Doctor
Yeah.
treats the patients.
Yeah.
Treats.
Yeah. Done. 5, I think.
Okay. Shilpa Gaikwad ji. शिल्पा जी. शिल्पा जी का टर्न आता है ना तब शिल्पा जी से गायब हो जाता है. Okay, let's continue to the next part. Here we have a conversation. Okay, I want you guys to quickly read the conversation loudly, just like we have read our conversations before. Now, over here, Shilpa ji, you will be Amy, and Vishal ji, you will be Derek.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you do, Derek?
I work part time as a server.
Oh, really? What restaurant do you work at?
I work at Stella's Cafes downtown.
That's cool. How do you like it?
It's okay. I'm on the feet all the day, so I always tired. What do you do?
I'm a dancer.
A dancer. How exciting!
Yeah, it's great. I work with incredible people.
That sounds really nice. But it is it difficult?
A little. I'm on my feet all day too, but I love it.
Okay, very
Yeah.
good. Now the conversation is pretty easy, right? Here, as we said, we are talking about jobs and professions, correct? Different types of jobs that people do in this particular unit. So again, in this particular conversation, they are talking about the jobs that they do. So first, Derek is saying, I work part-time as a server. Then वो पूछती है, which restaurant do you work at? Then he says, I work at Stella's Cafe downtown. Stella's Cafe, that is the name of the cafe. And what do we mean by downtown?
In center of the city.
Yeah, the main area. जैसे खराड़ी is the
Main.
main area
Yeah.
जहाँ पर सारे hubs located है. विमान नगर would be main area. Then opposition में उसके opposite में आता है suburbs. Suburbs is basically the outskirts of the city that we say. Okay. Now then Amy asks, how do you like it? तुम्हें कैसे पसंद है वो job? मतलब क्या तुम्हें पसंद है? So he says, okay, I'm on my feet all day. मतलब क्या होता है? I'm on my feet all day मतलब मैं दिन भर खड़ा रहता हूँ. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm always tired. And then he asks her, what do you do? Then she says, I'm a dancer. Then he says, how exciting, because of course it's a different type of a job than what he's doing. Then she says that, yeah, I work with incredible people. So पूछता है, is it difficult? मतलब क्या ये difficult job है? Then she says, yeah, I'm on my feet all day too. मतलब मैं भी दिन भर खड़ी रहती हूँ, but I love it. Because maybe it's a passion as well, so that's the reason. Now over here, the main rule that we are going to see is the pronunciation rule, where we get started with our voice and accent. The way we have talked about voice and accent before, that it is
No.
the way to reduce our mother tongue influence. Mother tongue influence क्या होता है? जब भी हम हमारे इंग्लिश में बात करते हैं, और मदर टंग जो है की हमारे लिए मेजॉरिटी मराठी है, राईट ना. मराठीचं इन्फ्लुएन्स युजली आपल्या इंग्लिशवरती असतं. जे आपण वर्ड्स प्रनाऊन्स करतो त्याच्यावरती असतं, बिकॉज वी हॅपन टू प्रनाऊन्स दी वर्ड्स इन अ डिफरंट वे बिकॉज ऑफ द वे वी प्रनाऊन्स इट इन आर मदर टंग. ओके, सो दॅट इज व्हॉट इज मदर टंग इन्फ्लुएन्स. ना मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम जेव्हा आपण बोलतो, व्हॉट वी डू इज वी से सर्वर. वेअर डू यू वर्क? करेक्ट. आय वर्क पार्ट टाइम. सो आपण आर वरती जास्त स्ट्रेस करतो बोलताना, because that is how we pronounce our r's in Marathi. Now,
Yes.
when we are talking in English, in general, the consonants don't have a lot of stress. Okay, consonants असतात आणि vowels असतात, बरोबर. vowels are a e i o u आणि त्याच्या अपोजिशन में असतात consonants जे की आहेत बाकी सारे letters. Now in general इंग्लिश मध्ये आपण जेव्हा बोलतो, आपण आपले जेव्हा consonants pronounce करत आहेत, ते consonants आपण एकदम हार्शली प्रनाऊन्स नाही करत. हार्शली प्रनाऊन्स म्हणजे नाही करत म्हणजे काय, मी डाउनटाउन एकदम स्ट्रेस करून नाही म्हणणार. डाउनटाउन. ओके, देर इज व्हेरी लेस स्ट्रेस ऑन आर कॉन्सोनन्ट्स as such. Now majority of the consonants, they change their pronunciation as well. जे आपण मराठीमध्ये जसं प्रनाऊन्स करतो तसं आपण त्यांना प्रनाऊन्स नाही करत. जसं की ट ला ट म्हणतो, बट इंग्लिशमध्ये बघायला गेलं थोडासा एअर ब्लो आउट करतो. सो टाइम नाही म्हणत आपण, टाइम म्हणतो. ठीक आहे. आता हे एक एक करून आपण रूल बघणार आहोत पुढे, पण जो मेजॉरिटी आपला आजचा रूल आहे तो आपण बघणार आहोत, विच इज द प्रोनाउन्सिएशन ऑफ आर. नाव whenever we are using letter R in our words, sometimes it is pronounced, sometimes it is silent. Okay, now I want you guys to read the two words which are given over here one by one. Vishal ji, okay,
Bread.
ha, go on.
Bread, butter.
Very good. Vishal ji,
Bread, butter.
व्हेरी गुड. आता नाव मोस्ट ऑफ द लोक जर तुम्ही बघितलं, कधी ऑब्झर्व केलं असेल तर बटरला बटर म्हणणार, बरोबर. बटर जसं तुम्ही प्रनाऊन्स केलं तसं आपण युजली प्रनाऊन्स नाही करत. दॅट इज बिकॉज ऑफ द मदर टंग इन्फ्लुएन्स दॅट वी हॅव. बट द वे यू गाइज pronounceed it was the correct pronunciation, which is butter. So here, because the letter R is coming after a vowel, so whenever the letter R comes after a vowel, it will be silent. Okay, छोटासा साऊंड असतो त्याचा, बट consider it silent as of now because we are trying to learn. Okay, but if the letter R comes at the start of the word or after a consonant, then we will pronounce it. So we will say travel. Okay, we will say rat, we will say rice, we will say pretty, we will say strain. ओके क्राय. आणि यू माइट नो दॅट जेव्हा रूल्स येतात रूल्सचे एक्सेप्शन्स पण येतात. दॅट इज वाय इन सम वर्ड्स वी प्रोनाउन्स आर आर्स एज वेल. सो वी विल से स्टोरी. ओके बट स्टोरीला तुम्ही स्टोरी जरी म्हटलं तरी चालेल, काही इश्यू नाही आहे. बट ऑफकोर्स जसे रूल्स होतात रूल्सचे एक्सेप्शन्स पण येतात. सो दॅट इज वाय वी हॅव वन एक्सेप्शन ओवर हियर विच इज स्टोरी. Okay, whereas when it comes after a vowel it will be silent, so it will be car, coat, learn, shorter and store. Okay, store nahi म्हणणार आपण, store. So it's totally silent if you see. Okay, let us quickly listen to the same thing. I'm just going to play the audio quickly.
We pronounce it.
Rat, rice, pretty, strain, cry, story.
We do not pronounce it.
Car, court, learn, shorter, store.
Okay, clear?
Yes.
Very good. Now here you have some words. Okay, I want you to first write down the correct words for these pictures which are given on the screen, and then along with that you will also mark whether the R will be silent or whether it will be pronounced. Okay?
Yes.
This one is turkey. Turkey. Number 4.
Turkey. Eighth one is a piano or a violin?
Piano असं दिसतं का?
Guitar. Guitar.
It's a
Okay,
guitar.
sorry.
Violin has a stick with it,
Mm.
and it is a bit different shaped. And a piano is like keyboard basically. It has keys.
Okay. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. Shilpa Gaikwad ji, Vishal ji, tell me once you're
Yes,
done.
done.
Okay. Now
Yes.
I'm going to play the audio. Pay attention.
1,
Heart.
2,
World.
3,
Door.
4,
Turkey.
5,
Flower.
6,
Shirt.
7,
4.
8,
Guitar.
9.
Chair.
Okay. So all of them have silent R's.
Yes.
Okay. It's chair and not chair. If you focus. Flower, flower. दोन्ही ही correct आहे. ठीक है? Now, one second.
Page 9.
Okay, now we are going to listen to our conversation which we just read. You have to pay attention to the pronunciations, mainly the pronunciation of the letter R that we just discussed. ठीक है?
Yes.
याचा रूल लिहिला का तुम्ही सगळ्यांनी?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. I'll play the conversation. Pay attention.
I'm on my feet all day. Part A. Listen and practice.
What do you do, Derek?
I work part-time as a server.
Oh, really? What restaurant do you work at?
I work at Stella's Cafe downtown.
That's cool. How do you like it?
It's okay. I'm on my feet all day, so I'm always tired. What do you do?
I'm a dancer.
A dancer? How exciting!
Yeah, it's great. I work with incredible people.
That sounds really nice. But is it difficult?
A little. I'm on my feet all day, too, but I love it.
Okay. Now we will listen to the second part of the conversation. Here we will just listen. It's a screen वरती लिहिलेलं नाही आहे. Okay. Here you have to focus on two questions. What does Amy, who does Amy travel with and who does she meet in other cities? ठीक आहे, ती कोणासोबत ट्रॅव्हल करते आणि ती कोणाला भेटते दुसऱ्या सिटीज मध्ये. Yeah, I'll play the conversation. Pay attention.
Page 9. Exercise 4. Part B. Listen to the rest of the conversation. Who does Amy travel with? Who does she meet in other cities?
So, where exactly do you work?
I work at a dance company, but I travel a lot, too.
Do you always dance with the same group of people?
Yes and no. I travel with a small group of people from New York. But I also meet new dancers and musicians in every city. Last month, I worked in Rome.
Okay.
Yes.
Tell me your answers.
She travels with a small group of people in New York, and she meets dancers and musicians.
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 Okay. Everyone got the answers?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Now, as I said, here we will be looking at simple present tense. Now, we know that tenses are important. Basically, tenses are important to tell us whether the action is happening right now, whether it's going to happen in the future, or whether the action has happened in the past. Correct? Tenses help us to identify it. Now, mainly when we talk about tenses, we focus on the verbs. We change our verbs. Correct? जसं शिल्पा, when you made the sentence you said he can make, but जेव्हा can काढून टाकला तो makes झालं. Right? So that is how our verbs change as soon as we change the sentence structure. But at the same time जर मी past मध्ये म्हटलं असतं, I would have said he made. Correct? So that is how tense help us to identify which tense म्हणजे कधी हा ऍक्शन झालेला आहे, basically if we try to highlight. Now we have three main types of tenses. We know that present, future and past. Correct? And then we have four subtypes of tenses. Four subtypes कोणते कोणते असतात? Simple tenses ज्याला आपण सामान्य काय म्हणतो. Then we have continuous, चालू काय म्हणतो मराठीमध्ये. Correct? And then we have perfect tenses and then we have perfect continuous tenses. Okay, now it goes with every tense and overall we have 12 tenses. ठीक है, जैसे कि simple present, simple future, simple past. Same way present continuous, past continuous, future continuous. असे करून आपले total 12 tenses असतात. Now we don't look at all of these tenses together. We look at them one by one. Why? When we look at them together, we tend to get confused because sometimes some tenses can be used interchangeably as well. But at the same time, some tenses cannot be used interchangeably. जसं की सिम्पल प्रेझेंटच्या जागी आपण प्रेझेंट कंटिन्युअस नाही यूज करू शकत आहे. प्रेझेंट कंटिन्युअसच्या जागी सिम्पल प्रेझेंट आपण काही काही सिच्युएशन्समध्ये नाही यूज करू शकत आहे. त्या टेन्सला तोच टेन्स यूज होणार. करेक्ट. बट प्रेझेंट कंटिन्युअसच्या जागी फ्युचर टेन्स यूज होऊ शकतो. फ्युचर टेन्सच्या जागी प्रेझेंट कंटिन्युअस यूज होऊ शकतो. सो असे काही काही टेन्सेस इंटरचेंजेबली पण यूज होतात. ओके. वेरएज काही टेन्सेस इंटरचेंजेबली यूज नाही होत. अँड दॅट इज द रिझन वी टेंड टू गेट कन्फ्युज्ड की हा का यूज करायचा आणि दुसरा का यूज करायचा नाही. So when you look at them one by one, it becomes a bit easier. So what we do is we look at the most crucial one first, that is our simple present tense, because most of the times we use it in a wrong way. Okay. When we want to use it, we tend to use present continuous instead. Okay. Example, I'll ask you a question. What do you do every day in the morning, Shilpa?
I do yoga every day in the morning.
Okay, very good. Now तुम्ही बरोबर सेंटेन्स स्ट्रक्चर यूज केला. बट हा क्वेश्चन आपण काही लोकांना विचारलं, काही लोक म्हणतात की आय एम डुईंग योगा एव्हरी डे इन द मॉर्निंग. So instead of using the verb in as it is form, they tend to use ing, doing. Okay, जो की इथे यूज नाही होणार का? Because we are talking about routine action, we are talking about a habitual action which you do every day repeatedly. Whereas ing mostly कधी यूज होतो? जेव्हा आपण आत्ता काहीतरी करतो हे बोलतोय. Where you are attending a class right now, so you can use ing form over there. यासाठी आपलं simple present tense यूज नाही होणार. ठीक आहे. But many people use it to talk about routines also, and that is where it becomes incorrect. Now as I said, the first rule for simple present tense is we use it to talk about routine actions, habitual actions. Okay, something that we do repeatedly. Then we can also use simple present tense to talk about someone's routine on a particular day. आता usually आपला संडेचा routine वेगळा असतो, so you can elaborate using simple present tense. For example, you can say on Sunday mornings I get up at 5 o'clock, I take a cup of tea and then go for a walk. At 8 I take my breakfast, then I go through my email. Okay, so you are explaining your routine on a particular day. Now same way आपण आपला simple present tense use करतो to talk about permanent truths and scientific facts. Permanent truths, basically the things that we cannot change. Example, sun rises from the east. Can we change that?
No.
No, we cannot change that. So we will use simple present tense for that. Same way, if we are talking about scientific fact, water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Can we change that? No, it's a fact. So आपण simple present tense यूज करणार. Simple present tense usually future साठी पण यूज होतो, but future साठी असा रूल असतो की ते ॲक्शन रिपीटेडली होणारं असायला पाहिजे आणि आपण ते एखाद टायमाला ते ॲक्शन करतोय. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, द ट्रेन लिव्स ॲट 1 PM every day, but say you are catching that train on that particular day. ठीक आहे. सो यू विल यूज सिम्पल प्रेझेंट टेन्स. सो हा थोडासा कॉम्प्लिकेटेड रूल आहे, बट इट्स गुड टू नो. ठीक आहे. But the main three rules are you use it for habitual actions, repeated actions, routines, and permanent truths. Clear? Now the main thing is the sentence structure that we use. आता आपण फर्स्ट युनिट मध्ये फर्स्ट पर्सन, सेकंड पर्सन, थर्ड पर्सन गो थ्रू केलं होतं. काय असतं फर्स्ट पर्सन, सेकंड पर्सन, थर्ड पर्सन? टेल मी क्विकली.
First person, when we are talking each other, the first person is ourselves. Second person is we are talking about in front of us, and third person is not in our conversation.
Most of the times not in the conversation.
Most of the time, yeah.
But we are talking about that person.
Yeah.
Correct? Yeah. And the pronouns that we use are he, she, it, or name of that particular person.
Yeah.
For example, I can say Jagruti is absent today. Correct? So she is not involved in the conversation, but sometimes they can be involved in the conversation also. For example, Shilpa Gaikwad ma'am is there in the class. I can say Shilpa Gaikwad ma'am is not very attentive in the class. Correct? Is not answering in the class. So I can talk about third person in that way also when they are involved in the conversation as well. ठीक आहे. आता आपले जे वर्ब्स आहेत, इथे सिम्पल प्रेझेंट टेन्समध्ये आपण वर्बला एस ॲड करतो. ठीक आहे. वर्बला आपण टोटली चेंज नाही करत, फक्त एस ऍड करतो इफ वी आर रिफरिंग टू थर्ड पर्सन सिंग्युलर. ठीक आहे. सो आय विल से आय टेक कॉफी एव्हरी डे, यू टेक कॉफी एव्हरी डे, बट ही टेक्स कॉफी एव्हरी डे. ठीक आहे, फक्त सिंग्युलरसाठी. बट ते जर मी प्लुरल केलं, सो आय विल से दे टेक कॉफी एव्हरी डे अगेन. आय वर्क ॲट डॅश डॅश कंपनी, यू वर्क ॲट डॅश डॅश कंपनी, शी वर्क्स. ओके. आणि नेगेटिव्ह सेंटेन्सेस मध्ये आपण यूज करतो डू आणि डज. ओके. आय डोंट ड्रिंक टी, यू डोंट ड्रिंक टी, शी डझंट ड्रिंक टी. ओके. सो आता जो एस आहे तो आपला डजला इथे ऑलरेडी यूज झालाय. सो आपण मेन वर्बला परत एस ऍड नाही करणार इन negative sentences. I hope you remember we had talked about 3 types of sentences that we mainly use: positive sentence, negative sentence, and interrogative sentence. Okay, so I will say I go to school every day, he goes to school.
Goes to school.
Yeah, so s add hoil verb la, main verb la. But in negative we will just use do or does. I don't go to school every day, he doesn't go to school every day. Same way in our interrogative sentences, we will use do and does to start our yes and no questions. Okay. Do you go to school every day? And does he go to school every day? Does he go to school every day? Same way in WH questions, I will start with WH question word. When do you go to school? And when does she go to school? Okay, that is how I will say it. Clear? Now write down the rules quickly first. फक्त rules लिया. Sentence structure skip करू शकता है because you have already the sentence structures. But before that, let us quickly look at the examples. Okay, I'm going to play the audio. Pay attention.
Page 10. Exercise 5. Grammar focus. Simple present WH questions and statements.
What do you do?
I'm a student. I have a part-time job, too.
Where do you work?
I work at a restaurant.
Where do you go to school?
I go to the University of Texas.
What does Amy do?
She's a dancer.
Where does she work?
She works at a dance company. She travels, too.
How does she like it?
She loves it.
I, you.
Okay, clear?
Yes.
Okay, write down the sentence structures quickly.